Hello, hello, and welcome back to Persona 5.
Sorry.
That's not what I meant to do. That is what I meant to do.
Well then.
Well,
that concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party. We now resume our coverage of the
do that in Japan? I mean, I guess it works in a country that has
the police have designated
more
the Phantom
parties.
Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives.
Ooh, we're the best.
Information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
Look.
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen. And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
If I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
Neat.
I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves. And it'll happen every day, even at school.
Actually, especially at school.
Why did this happen?
This part of it? Like, what this do you mean? It was never supposed to get to this point.
Well, how do I put this? I'm sorry.
Because we never killed anyone.
It's also my responsibility that this happened. All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, alright?
Have faith.
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
Well, that's not quite true.
You've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
We still have plenty of shit to worry about.
Did you see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them. With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy #1.
Well, no, with the fact that you put them as the most wanted fugitives,
Be when they're
that makes them public enemy #1.
Hey, great!
Well, come on. Some people in class. No, not in this class. He throws chalk at me. No? No? Okay. Well, looks like I'm getting away with it.
We're wanted now, and the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book?
$1 million. Yeah, okay.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous.
So that they could pay someone 30 million yen?
Yeah.
Actually.
They planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I. The Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida too? Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
So we pick out our own targets from now on.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the fat around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intended
Well, also the principal.
past and future psychotic breakdowns
And-
on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
Guys.
So this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could
Your
think
father
of
was a criminal.
say, if I had only been able to cope with it more calmly. Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck! Ah!
Ryuji!
Are you done throwing a temper tantrum?
Doesn't help anyone.
Hey, what do you think? Why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah, that really is it. I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think
Okay,
we
not quite, because we are actually doing
belong
helpful things
become clouded.
in the interest of fame, yes, but
Phantom thieves. But we lost sight of our original cause. I'm so irritated with myself.
I'm very disappointed in all of you.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too! But still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for
Or
this?
they would just have to be very smart and capable of manipulating
End
things.
this now? I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
They're all very similar things. Am I giving a rousing speech?
Tails between our legs is exactly what they want. That's the same as dumping our aesthetics again, because we only care about our hides.
Dumping our aesthetics?
I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this. Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it. Yeah.
And that's why I get to be the leader.
Yo?
What?
Huh?
Yes, just less yelling.
And again.
I appreciate him bringing this up. It makes me feel better about having said it all the time myself.
See ya.
And more phone shit. Failing anything else, we can just hide in the metaverse. Forever. Actually, that seems like a really shitty plan. It's only slightly different from just letting ourselves be in jail. Anyway, another day where I can't actually do anything.
Nice.
Ooh, the censorship has begun.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures, but their actions are too little, too late. The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete.
Therefore, we need a dictatorship.
To a rotting dock and destined to sink. We might as well destroy it once.
Do you mean at once?
Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politicians seem so unreliable.
Right. Well, apparently nothing of significance happened at school. Now we have the meeting with
You
Higashi.
say that you want us to cooperate with you? What exactly do you intend us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Yeah, if you're willing to pay.
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However,
In a way that
the
also
bond for
would
fabricating
never
testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We
be able
don't
to
care
prove
about that
anything.
self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Wait, is it reckless or is it a good strategy?
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No.
They're completely rotten.
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can
We
stop.
could try talking to her.
Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why.
The truth will be covered up. And an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow...
Well, no, they'd have to destroy multiple innocent civilians' lives.
Won't stand for it.
I mean,
It's the Phantom Thieves of Hearts.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves.
Only if continuing to make the Phantom Thieves look like shit is the point.
Even though you're particular
Say-
about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one
It seems like having someone specific catch them is something valuable.
Not mess with us. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from a Nijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sick.
Tell us your life story, Akechi.
Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
Dude. You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
No. Yes, fine.
Yeah, like how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, Maybe that's why.
Also, this should have been a private conversation.
Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart?
Well, I mean, it's not like we're sitting with other options.
I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without you.
By the way, someone put his name into the thing just to make sure.
And everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan.
I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping it had never come to pass, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
Because it's her
too
fucking sister.
Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
But I want to see how stupid his outfit looks.
That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this?
Of course.
No!
It's just...
Why would you...
Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
Yeah?
Well, I guess that can't be helped. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
Oh, I'm sure it will. Yeah. Definitely not gonna be a disaster.
A palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice?
Well, orders, really, but...
The metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a Phantom Thief? If this is all true, I'm appalled as the commander of this operation. I alone was kept in the dark.
No, none of the regular police knew anything.
Shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's
Yeah, and we would be in jail for shit we didn't do. Can be for both.
No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation? Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey! You need to keep your focus.
Yeah, why am I flashing back to an event that for me happened such a short amount of time ago?
Your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
Oh, because I'm winning.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
So it would seem. But you're not quite ready to believe that, are you? Well, I guess our story will continue.
Alright.
As we tell more...
I'm jumping to conclusions.
See?
I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
Well, we had a wild adventure. I assume.
What's this favor you need? It's late already. We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private.
See, this is the sort of reason why we should end up going to prison.
I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear. A girl shouldn't say things like that.
Is that accessible online? I don't understand how she would work that out.
Don't fall for it! Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow! Same as always. Let me finish first! There's something else we want you to look into.
Well, I'm sure that conversation wasn't important. Train news. Train news is boring. Courthouse? Can we get a tour? Well, anyway. Events.
So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it. Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
For real?
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
But this should be a substantially forced operation. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then...
Which is why we should have gone on a tour.
That's...
Huh? What about my smartphone?
You need to take advantage of the fact that you're taller than her, Akechi.
I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually well...
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
Or you could just include him in one of the group texts.
I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks. Well then, I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
we're just getting, what, all of the combat stuff?
Alright.
Well, no, not quite all. He's not willing to take a fatal blow for me yet.
And good looks? Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena?
Gladiatorial games.
Competitions besides fighting and sports.
Gambling then.
How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko, but does that count as gambling?
We played cards during the school trip.
That's not...
What else is there? It must be a casino.
Yes, that would be the big gambling place.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Beginning navigation.
Alright, let's check out the palace.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
We suck at keeping a low profile, and running will not help.
That's it, huh? What's going on here?
We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we? Seems like it.
Let's go.
Right.
Oh my god, my character got to talk. Casino doesn't have a specific name. I guess I didn't notice that in the opening sequence, but...
The courthouse is a casino.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes.
I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form.
The police station's also part of her work area, though, whenever arrests are made for her cases. I brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
Well, apparently she doesn't feel that the police are massively unfair like the courthouse is somehow.
Codename too.
Codename? Phantom thieves can't go around using their real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's...
You are too happy about that, Ryuji.
Decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru?
Oh, it's nothing.
Then, perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one.
Why not go with Crow instead?
Alright. From here on out...
Why not Raven? It's more...
Got it.
impressive sounding.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse.
Or ominous, really.
Now then.
Yes, we will. And also... Akechi, you're going to be on the team for now.
Oh? That settles it.
Alright, let's go for it. Obviously, we should jump in through a window. That would be... Okay, yeah, I just must not have been pushing all the way down. Well, it's not so much sneak in as it is someone didn't lock the door.
Oh?
Oh my god.
See. Oh.
Ryuji, stop trying to feel superior to people.
But...
Well, yeah, kind of. Well, yes, we're not just gonna draw attention to ourselves because we're idiots. And seriously, who gave him the band captain's uniform? Alright, Akechi. Imitation energy sword. Ray gun. And that is better than what I have. Well, let's get him some of those. They're calling it a prince suit. In any case, what do we have? This here, yes. Okay. Why would these things be unbalanced? Also, there's gotta be something worthwhile over on the other side as well, right? Or is it just me being anal and wanting to fill out the whole map? Oh, yes, here it is. That's, quite an outfit. Just no? Okay. Highest point of the building. We came in through the roof! We should have been close at the beginning!
Damn it.
Wait, she can only teleport as far as the elevator? Does anyone feel like this is probably a trap? Because I feel like this is probably a trap.
Do you have a moment?
Is that true? I don't know.
What?
see.
So we're just up to... Oh hey, it's Osei.
Yes.
And we get to see a early summoning even for... Okay, giant bow.
Well then, let us begin. Don't worry.
Robin Hood,
This one to me. Take them
which he wrote on his bow. Why is there no green? Why does he have no bow skills? So many questions.
now, Robin.
Do I know Osei's weak?
Sona. Go down.
You missed?
It's a travesty of justice is what it is. I don't miss. Perhaps darkness would work. You said you would take care of this, Akechi.
Focus on healing up! Persona! Prepare yourself!
What have we learned? Light works alright. Okay, well... I will get to that, but first, maybe I should heal my people.
Thanks.
My thanks.
Thank you so much! You gotta hit them!
God damn it, guys. I mean, we could give it a shot.
You got it.
Yeah, well,
You're right.
I think we could do a little bit more. I don't understand why we always have to bounce out immediately the first time. Well, you know. That wasn't hostility, that was humor. Something else would be hostility.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously, because we spent 15 minutes in... Yeah, so since we spent 15 minutes in a palace, we can't go do anything. Fantasy's innocent! You know, it's a very similar number to Are the Phantom Thieves Just?
Hey!
Alright. It's a Sunday. We go to the palace today.
Okay.
Maybe, but let's see what else we've got on. Wait a bit.
Ah,
It's alright, Morgana, we'll use you to figure out who's doing it. Alice, probably not today. Because I should be able to max your thing out. Hopefully? I hope so. Ah, not quite next rank.
Please head to the exam room.
Come on. Okay. Hopefully next time. Yeah, you can't really say don't go getting yourself into trouble anymore. 'Cause I'm very much doing that. Yeah. That would be arrogance. You need help? Yeah. Let's give it a shot. Alright. I would think a park is not an area that's not so popular.
Look.
Well, yeah. Wait, he just gave me a swan boat?
Later.
Is it a model? Or is it an actual... No, it can't be, right?
Good morning.
Well, yeah. We might, but I think we need to breathe and relax. And I'll see if I have any good links to work on today instead of trying to save your sister from herself.
Well, shall we begin?
Well...
How does she not get caught doing this?
What do you want to do?
Obviously, I will make infiltration tools. It is the most useful thing I can do. I have a go home. I have some treasure traps. Sleep. Wait, did I use some of my liquid mercury on something? Am I that dumb? Or was it that I was close to this, and that's as close as I was to... No, I think it was that,
Hey!
Got a couple lockpicks, got a couple points of proficiency.
All right.
That's disappointing.
Yep.
I'm gonna need to find an excuse to go into Mementos again at some point soon. Yeah, okay, let's see if Makoto is available, because I think I can do her link now. Failing that, then we will look into... No, that goes to the practice building. I don't want to go there. Try hanging out with Haru. Right, logically, there has to be enough time to do her link. Does the game not remember that they said the rooftop was off limits? Or do we just not care? Yeah, why not? Coming up to meet her and then saying, "Oh no, I'm kind of busy." That would be a dick move.
Hello, Sakura-san. I'm so...
It's all good. Not like I have customers to deal with. So,
I hope the government gave you a good pension, Shojuro.
Yes. I'd like an honest opinion from a culinary professional.
let me see.
The odds are quite good that the opinion will be, "These are awful."
To be honest, both the taste and appearance are the opposite of what I'd call market grade.
I see.
But it's impressive you managed to grow anything at all up on a rooftop.
Look at that. They're awful.
I'm honored to hear you say that.
You know, I can't say it tasted good, but it was actually somewhat refreshing. Kind of like how you feel good after taking bitter medicine.
I first
No, I don't know what he's talking about here.
possible that it's an experimental breed created for use at Okumura Foods. Thank you very much for the input, Sakura-san. I'll take note of that. He's right. That was the same thought I had. I think I understand what Sakura-san meant when he said they were refreshing.
I don't.
I agree. I'm so happy. I didn't expect this hobby of mine to provide value to the Phantom Thieves. This is
Do they regenerate SP? Because otherwise I don't care.
Thank you for worrying about me, but I find the work relaxing. Hey, do you think you could help me out again sometime? Like you did today?
But I didn't do anything today. I walked with you from the school rooftop
Phantom Thieves! Okay!
to this cafe. And then I apparently tried some of her weird fruit.
It seems you were probing into a certain conglomerate. There's the possibility you even infiltrated their company building. Perhaps some sort of connection? Tell me about this person.
Remember when Okumura Foods? That doesn't make sense.
Shall become the wings of with the birth of the Empress persona.
Grow vegetables on the rooftop. Okay.
Still, he was right. The taste leaves much to be desired.
What do we have? Yeah, sure. Okay, they did actually acknowledge that we were dating. It was like, that invitation seemed exactly the same as it is normally.
Good evening. I look forward to it.
We can play shogi in the Ferris wheel. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work. Maybe we don't point out the logical issue of the fact that this goes all the way around. Oh, we are actually moving. Cool. Yeah, such a... We just started dating. Truly, deeply love you. Seems a bit earlier than it needs to be. Okay, do I actually have anything else that she likes? No cuckoo. Really not looking like it. Yeah, I don't actually think I do. We randomly have Thursday off. That's nice. Report when we get 30 million yen? Yes. If you're right. What do we have now? Well, yeah. They think that, they think there's a chance for them to get 30 million yen, since it's pretty easy conclusion to draw. People might be Phantom Thieves. We'll come back for the afternoon and evening events later, but for now, bye!